Well, Dan, yesterday the big story was, of course, Tiger Woods playing with Phil Mickelson, and given our location, it kind of made sense. It did seem like some scheme hatched in the mind of a Hollywood impresario, a pair of insanely talented Southern California players, guys who've coexisted at times uneasily. Throw them in the pit together amidst humbling conditions and their own infirmities and challenges, mix in galleries driven to delirium, thinking about the possibilities, and then just stand back. But as is often the case, when something is hyped as impossibly good, it can frequently prove impossible to be that good. Right out of the box, Woods started with a 3-putt bogey.
He just played it too far out there, misread it.
Another bogey 2 holes later, and the pairing seemed like it might have been a good idea, but not much more. Then, though, a hint the day could live up to the rabid hype. Woods put his second shot on the green at 13. And then he drained the eagle putt. 1 hole later, Mickelson started to struggle. But on this extraordinary day, even the struggles were at times brilliant. With a lie at the 15th that was the worst of the worst, the golfer who learned the game on the green in his own backyard behaved as if he was right at home. And at 18, the rough which had confounded so many, he made seem like some kind of simple backyard game. But both players turned in 38. Hardly the type of numbers memorable days are made of. And when Woods lost his drive to the right on 1, it seemed time to dismiss this fairy tale notion of a day which would be truly special.
I got off to a poor start, bogeying 2 of the first 3, and then I made that eagle there, get back to even par. Then all of a sudden I dumped. I feel like I lost 3 shots there because I bogeyed 16, 17, and then I don't make birdie on 18.
If this was a disappointing play, then this was the intermission when you might have headed for the exit. It would have been a big mistake, because this was a play where the second act was blindingly brilliant. Standing on the cart path, Woods lit the fuse to a side which exploded over the next 9 holes. Birdie at 1. Birdie at 2. Again at 4. And again at the 5th. Not to be outdone, at the 3rd hole, Mickelson made a cover-your-eyes par. And then trimmed a stroke 2 holes later. Woods' day, which started so inauspiciously, couldn't have ended in a more different fashion. This putt on 9 was the 30th stroke of his inward side, a preposterous figure given these conditions.
Today, I was just trying to, to be honest with you, just trying to get back to even par. That's all I was trying to do, and I just happened to make a couple more putts. And all of a sudden, I started raining them in there from everywhere.
At any golf championship, Thursday and Friday should never be confused with Saturday or Sunday. Just not the same stakes. They gave out no trophy yesterday. Doesn't mean, though, that what we saw wasn't one of the great prizes in U.S. Open history. Odd as it seems, yesterday kind of reminds me of when Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points back at the Hershey Arena in 1962. There were only a couple of thousand people there, but through the years, hundreds of thousands have said they were there. Who knows, years from now, only 52,000 were actually here. Maybe millions will say they were here. What a day it was, Dan.
Absolutely, Jimmy. Special theater on a Friday. Tiger has done it before. That is score 30 as you look at his lowest 9-hole totals in major championships. You harken back to that 97 Masters when he went out in 40. And remember, his second 9 was 30, and he went on to win his first major championship by 12 shots at Augusta National. He was out in 38 yesterday, so a similar.
Fog-shrouded seaside and the coastal cliffs just north of San Diego, the site of Torrey Pines Golf Course. The crowds gathering for today's third round. Yesterday, those crowds were electrified by who else? Tiger Woods. After a relatively slow start, Tiger posted 5 birdies and an almost unheard of 30 on his back 9. That briefly put him into a tie for the lead. That is until Australia's Stuart Appleby holed this lengthy birdie putt on the 18th to take the lead by a stroke, and in the process send 11 players home as the cut moved down a notch. Now, as we look at the leaderboard, the names at or near the top tee off about a couple of hours from now. Phil Mickelson is already out on the course. He began the day 7 strokes off the lead, and right now through 5 holes, he is 1 over for the day, and as of now, 8 off the pace. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Costas, along with Dan Hicks, Johnny Miller, and the rest of the crew. We will be with you throughout the day and in most of the country into the night with the U.S. Open Championship at stake. If yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf. The story as of late yesterday, of course, Tiger Woods, with question marks surrounding him coming in, but those question marks turned to exclamation points with his stunning back 9 performance. Now, after 36 holes, he's in prime position to claim his 3rd U.S. Open title and his 14th major. He and the other 79 players who survived the cut vie to succeed Angel Cabrera, who did not, as the 108th United States Open champion. So Tiger is back, and so too is the Open, back in Southern California for the first time in 6 decades.
California dreamin', where the future of the game hopes to follow in the same footsteps of the present day's 2 greatest players.
I grew up here in SoCal. Everyone has a pretty laid-back attitude. Everyone's pretty mellow. Everyone says dude or like. So for me, it's just home.
Another boy's dream began here in his own backyard.
I had just started to walk, and my dad gave me a cut-down club. And I would watch him and get a mirror image of him.
And for 2 days, the 2 young dreamers collided on their home turf in a U.S. Open. Torrey Pines, once their junior stomping grounds, now the ultimate stage for their latest showdown. One with a U.S. Open score to settle. The other trying to overcome a 2-month layoff and the reality that it wouldn't come pain-free. And after a day 1 virtual draw, golf's dynamic duo treated galleries bursting at the ropes to a Friday showstopper that tore through Torrey. Then, after another knee-knocking moment, number 1 gave us his next strokes of genius. While one rekindled his major fire, the other was left smoldering. A furious Friday finish has the world watching and wondering if he'll need to stagger to the finish to etch his name again in U.S. Open glory. NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today it's live 3rd round coverage of the 108th United States Open. Go to 13.
Well, just a moment ago, we have to show you this to appreciate the difficulty. The whole location right on the front of the green. It's uphill about 39 feet. Phil Mickelson's 3rd.
That's a big uh-oh.
Down the hill.
This is like 6 Flags right here.
Down the hill. That was his 3rd.
Look at
Johnny.
this ball, folks. And now it's a tougher shot than he just started with.
Now this is his 4th.
This is a tougher shot than the last one.
Really clipped it. Watch out. Back down.
And is there anyone
Might go
more
in his own divot. Watch
his
this.
feet?
more
Exactly.
familiar with this golf course, Murph
Here's his
and
divot
Johnny,
right here.
than Mickelson?
See his divot just a foot to the right of that, and it's actually farther than he started with.
He makes a habit of playing this course once, twice a week. especially in preparation for this U.S. Open. So he knows what this is all about, Murph.
Playing 5.
Is that heavy?
That sounded heavy.
Oh, my goodness.
It is. And this was a moment ago.
This is
A lot of moments ago. It takes a long time to do all this.
you know, it's amazing thing is he's hit the ball 3 times and he's farther than he started.
Can you imagine how he feels, the local favorite here, just throwing it away here at 13, Murph?
Yeah, and just utter dejection. This is number 6. It's finally on the green.
Last time we had something similar was that 10th hole at Shinnecock. Remember that, Bob?
Yes, I do.
But it wouldn't come back this far.
This is for 7.
Well, you don't see many snowmen at the beach, but
Johnny,
He's
hammered
going to be
this.
hoping for a snowman. This is amazing.
This is 9-10 feet past the hole.
well,
Now you're just not thinking, are you, Johnny? You're
yeah,
just
your
in another
hands
zone.
get you know, sort of sweaty.
This is 8, makes a quad 9 on the par 5.
Murph, yesterday was Friday the 13th.
What a change from the 30 yesterday on the back 9. Tiger was 7 back after 27 holes before shooting that 30 and get within 1.
His putt back uphill slightly, I would think, would move a little bit to his right.
Don't you think it's a little vague looking, this putt? Tough read. Ocean's left. And that ocean kept it from going right. You know, your eyes say it's got to break towards the tee, and the oceans and the drainage likes to go towards the water.
All right, Tiger trying to not drop a shot here, Roger.
And this putt, not too dissimilar to the putt that was just missed by Robert Carlson. It will break a little to the left in his uphill, but kind of a gentle breaker to the left, not a lot.
But you're saying this is the kind of putt he could make.
Absolutely. Won't come that much.
It went straight and actually tried to pull right towards the ocean at the end, and he
Had a
can't believe
little-
it.
Had a little different angle, but boy, it sure looked like it had to go a little left, certainly early in the putt.
You know, you folks, what you don't realize, a guy like Tiger pushes and pulls probably 1 out of 30 putts. So all it is speed and whether he reads them correctly. He doesn't push or pull them.
So Tiger is back to that +1 number. That's where he was after he doubled the first and bogeyed the fourth. And now a full 5 behind Rocco Mediate. Westwood, the only other player under par.
And back to the tee now. Important tee shot. A big tee shot takes care of it. Tiger made eagle here yesterday with a 5 wood. Probably won't take that much today.
If he gets it in the fairway.
There you go.
Well, today this is the easiest hole in the golf course. We saw him squander the 9th hole after hitting the big drive. We'll see what he does here, Bob. It's been 2 eagles.
Just came really fast and out of it. And that's going right, Roger?
Yes, it is. He didn't like it at all.
No.
You know, if he gets it down there where it's trampled, I'm not sure he got that far over, but if he did.
So far right, it's gone over the bunkers, I think. I see some marshals running. Yeah.
That thing might
There
be
go the
just
people.
fine. He might be able to get a drop there. They got some things in his way, and I would say there's a good shot that he might be just fine.
Boy, that is really offline.
It's a long ways.
Back to 13.
Now, Roger, did Tiger knock it in that concession stand there? Did you get a hot dog or what?
Well, I almost did. Not quite. The ball came to rest just left of that. But there's a camera tower of ours up ahead that was providing intervention between himself and the hole, so he got his opportunity to move the ball either side, and he chose to come left with it.
So, is it doable, Roger, from there?
Well, yes and no, John. I mean, he's got a pretty good lie where the crowd has walked, but the shot is playing downwind. It's a shot of about 208 yards. And the hole's only cut on 5 paces. I mean, it'd be very hard to get the ball near the hole, I would think. And of course, if you come up short, it's coming back, what, 50 yards, 60 yards?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of shots, Roger, as you're talking about, get right on the front of the green or around the front of the green and go right back down the hill.
Is that the kind of lie, though, can twist a little? It's, you remember that lie? Last time I saw a lie look like that, you were covering it, Roger, and it was Wingfoot, and it was Phil Mickelson.
You know, it's going to be a hard lie to control the ball. I mean, it's not going to be hard to cover the distance. It's not that kind of problem. But it is going to be hard to control the flight of the ball and certainly the spin of the ball.
Well, if anybody could get the job done, Raj, and you had your choice of who to do it,
I'd pick him.
I think you got the right guy.
I'd pick him.
And this eagle, if he were to somehow get it, I think would change the whole championship. I really do. This could be the one.
Changed the day yesterday when he made one here. Got him rolling the correct way.
By golly, this is a great looking shot if the distance is good.
That almost landed in the hole.
It certainly appeared that way. I don't know how you can hit a better shot than that. I don't. I have no idea how you can hit a better shot than that. Take a look at this swing, Johnny.
Take a look at this. Back in his stance, huh, Murph? Really still. Look at his head. His head is just, he's just loading up that left arm. It's almost hypo extended. And look at the drive into those thighs. Delay, release, stay down, head down. That is perfection.
Yeah.
Right there is as good as.
Well, welcome back. We're at the 13th hole where right in the bottom middle of your screen you see Tiger's ball just in the fringe.
Murph, is this as crazy a putt as I think it is? He could putt it all the way 50 yards down the hill, couldn't he?
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Yes, you can. Definitely, I have seen someone putt it off the green today.
Tell you what, Murph, and when you're on the bleachers behind the 12th, you get up and turn around and watch Tiger, especially after that incredible shot to this par 5.
I don't see a lot of empty seats there, guys.
The mounds all around and back of the green.
Roger?
Just full of people.
How crazy is this putt?
Well, he's got the ball up by the collar in the fringe here in the back, which is going to provide a little bit of interest for him. He's going to have to pick the club up a little quicker than he might like, and then you got to control the speed coming down this hill. It's not an easy putt.
What happens if he hits it 9 feet by?
Well, 9 feet by, might have to hit it a little bit more than that to knock it off the green, I would think. There is a bit of a false edge, though.
Got to put it out there 3-4 feet to the right. The last 10-12 feet, Roger, it just keeps going left and left and left. I've not seen anyone miss a putt to the right of the hole from in back of the hole.
He's looking pretty far right, Murph.
Yeah.
Looks like he knows what he's doing.
I'd guess that.
His eyes are way out in here, Murph.
Yeah, he might be playing it good 5 feet.
There's that eagle I talked about that could change the championship.
How crazy was that putt? Three eagles today. Snedeker, Axley, and Tiger. What a putt.
Well, Gary Koch, that was better than most.
It was indeed, Johnny.
One more look. To read it is one thing. To hit it with the exact speed.
Look, Steve Williams knows it's looking good right now.
Welcome to Tiger Pines, huh? There are those folks back up in the stands. Good thing they were looking.
Wow. That was better than Bay Hill.
A Torrey Tiger roar.
He can do some things in golf. My, oh my, oh my. Watch this.
Okay.
Man,
14. Hey, Roger, I got to ask you, is that one of the loudest noises on a golf course you've ever heard?
Excuse me, my ears are still ringing. Yeah, that was pretty good right there.
Man,
that was
that was thunder across the Pacific. Oh man.
well, he hit the bad drive, but you know, he got it out where the gallery was walking, and he took advantage of a drop and then hit a terrific shot, obviously, and an impossible putt. Eagle 2 days in a row on that tough par 5.
Incredible turnaround after a drive like that. Slight dog leg to the left now, the 14th, and I would imagine even Tiger has to gather his thoughts here.
Well, as my dad always said, when you have a great hole, don't give it away with a bogey on the next hole. In other words, keep your concentration.
That bright light is the sunshine.
starting to get some patches in this overcast.
You know, go 2 miles to the east and it's bright and sunny.
Saw Steve Williams step in there and give some last words.
Don't you think this is a power draw, Roger?
I think that's the perfect shot shape. Take it up the right and turn it over.
Is that to the right?
And he started it right, but it is not turning. It is going to miss.
And back up at the green now, and Tiger's par putt.
And he's got to putt it up across that ridge. Or from here.
Yeah.
And kind of putting into the setting sun, which I never thought was much fun. It's a bright sky behind the hole.
Well, you can see his shadow. He is dead into the sun, Roger, just like you said. It's just going right to the hole, isn't it, Murph? That shadow?
Yeah, and this putt will be hard with all those factors. It's hard to get this putt to the hole from what I've seen today.
Is this vague, this putt, Roger? It's sort of a vague putt to read.
Yeah, it really is. You know,
it's hard to be precise with the read is what I'm saying.
Right. I just think speed is the big issue here.
Those are the kind of putts you just feel. You feel like if it does anything, it has to go a little right. But boy, he had the speed done right on cue there.
It was all started by this guy last year when at Oakmont he said a 10 handicapper couldn't break 100 on the course. Well, find out tomorrow and see how they did.
This is a very difficult hole, folks. It's like hitting down just a bowling alley. You got to just flush it. It's so narrow. You got trees left, trees right, and a strip of hole. That might be the knee there. That's the knee. That's the knee there. It's actually pretty good, but that hurt him. That hurt him big time. No weight on the left knee.
A lot of torque on that.
This is the left knee here, and it is absolutely. Yeah, that's it's taking its toll.
It got him late in the day on Thursday. We haven't seen a lot of wincing from Tiger, but
it's gotten
the
worse
latest
every
example.
day. Watch this swing here. Maybe you can see something, folks. Takes it back here, and this is a good shot, by the way. Well, look at that knee. Watch how it snaps right here. That's where he gets that power, and up he goes out of it. And the torque on that, when you've got 128 miles an hour club head speed, he's hitting the ball over 320 yards. You know, he doesn't have to swing quite that hard, but you can see he is major league in pain there.
Welcome back at the 17th. Tiger Woods on the tee.
He hasn't hit a fairway in a long time, Gary.
Oh, this is right to right.
Well, that knee gave out that time, Johnny. You can see it looked like he tried to hit that little stinger.
When's the last fairway he hit? It's been a while since like number 10 or something, right?
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that, man. This is set up for a Kirk Gibson finish.
Yeah, you think of all the guys limping in. Willis Reed.
Yeah.
He's got it way back in his stance, Johnny. This is that, stinger that he tries to hit just low and with a little draw, and just can't get through it. Can't get onto the left side.
Yeah. He's going to have to improvise. You know, he's going to have to like maybe just stay on his left side and not try to, you know, maybe just sort of punch it out there, stingers, or give it to old Roger Maltby, who invented the name Stinger, something like that.
Back at 17, Woods way off in the right rough, Roger.
Well, and his ball had been picked up while it was moving, so has dropped the ball now. It has 188 yards left to the hole. The shot that plays uphill, and he's going to have to play some kind of left or right shot here. There's a Torrey Pine that is up ahead of him on the right that he's going to have to contend with. So this is going to be some kind of fade here.
Can he land it on the green?
Well, it's only on 11 paces. I mean, potentially he can hit the ball and land it on the green. I just don't know if he can get it to stop or how quickly he can get it to stop.
Get in the hole!
That's going to catch the bank and stay above the bunker, I believe, on the left-hand side.
Very awkward stance here, Roger, and this can't help the left knee, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, he's going to have to put a lot of weight on his left-hand side here. This ball on a very steep upslope. Not the worst of lies, however.
Well, you can hit this just off the right foot. I've done it before with my bad knee. It never looked like a birdie, I can tell you that.
It did not, and if this thing doesn't go down in the hole, Johnny, it's going to go 8 or 10 feet by. Carries it much farther than he was trying to.
Wow. Yeah, that hit up the flagstick and came back down on the first bounce.
Again, I asked the question, how does one guy come up with so much of that?
It's just amazing.
And one more look. Oh, obviously comes out much quicker than he expected.
Geez, those stands just about got rocked down.
Can he hit it inside the confines? He needs that to go for this green. So let's watch that leg here.
No doubt gathering himself.
Yeah, I think there's something going on.
He just kind of put his left leg back there, so
Noise from the grandstand at 17 from play behind.
Yeah, let's see this leg, Roger. What do you think he's going to hit here?
I think he's got to hit some kind of cut, John.
I think so.
Got to hang on and try to hit a hard cut if you can. That's just what he's done.
Yeah, that was the shot. I thought aim at those eucalyptus and play that shot he hits. You know, the shot he hits at number 6, Roger, that he's done so well with.
You know, we mentioned you know, Kurt Gibson and Willis Reed earlier. This is beyond that. I mean, this is a guy that over 4 days has to try and get this done. I mean, this is a grueling walk on a grueling golf course.
Well, Danny, let's use our NBC at technology, and we will zero in right on that left knee and watch and see what happens on this swing. Johnny, do you think by playing the cut it takes a little of the stress off?
I just think that's the shot he's been hitting. And so he hit it so well on 6 every day with that cut around the eucalyptus. That seems to be the one that he's pulling off with the best results. And he did it.
He's got 226 to the hole, got the 5 wood out, and I think
it's a lot of club.
Yeah, it is, but I agree. I think he's going to hit the moon ball, try to just hit a big old cut, and if it lands right of the hole on the right side of the green, wherever, that's fine.
He's doing a lot of talking to himself right now. He's looking left for the cut.
He's hitting way up in the air, and the ball is cutting right of the hole.
looks like he doesn't really get a great chance to enjoy it. He just looks down and grimaces after another swing. Johnny, you've watched a lot of championship golf in major championship history as Tiger's ball continues to roll back again, cheered by this crowd. Have you ever seen anything quite like this?
It's just been an amazing round, having to deal with the knee and the fact that he made the unbelievable eagle and then the chip in. They got a little lucky on the last hole, climbing up down the flagstick. It's just, it's almost surreal. You're right. Watch this. He is in major pain here, I'm telling you. Watch, after he hits it, he's just almost like he's watching it here, and now the pain sets in like, oh, man.
It is tough
It's almost
enough.
like makes you sick to your stomach when you're hurt feeling like that.
It's tough enough to win this championship and pull off shots, but to know that you're going to get a shot of pain like that every time you lay into a swing.
Yeah, it's a lot of torque on the leg there. I know other sportsmen probably don't realize it, but I almost believe that you get as many injuries in golf as almost any sport, with the wrist, the elbow, the shoulders, the knees, the back. There's a lot of injuries. You name them, I've had them all.
Okay, the murmurs now around 18 as Tiger does his 18th hole prowl here in search of, is it too much to ask, one more eagle?
Where are you, Roger?
Right behind the green here, John. And this ball is right on the precipice of the ridge. So it's going to be moving downhill. If that ball had come back just another few inches, it would have gone back almost all the way to the hole. But just very quick now, and I think we'll move a little bit left to right going down here.
His practice stroke is he's aiming way left. Do you see that, Roger? And he's looking way left, like 2.5 feet.
That's what you call limping home. And he's in the position that he's been in that's put away 13 previous major championships.
What a great read and a great stroke. Roger, I know you can't hear one darn thing, but that's something else to figure that break out. That thing broke 3-4 feet right.
Birdie at 17. Got away with that one, but this was absolutely perfect. Get the knee up on ice, Tiger.
Look at this.
You've got another 54-hole lead in a major championship, and I don't think he's attained that kind of position quite like he did today. This has been absolutely remarkable. From above.
He just throws it way out to the left. Hits the fall line right here. Starts flattening out, and it's hard.
He was 5 shots back with six holes ago. Absolutely electric at Torrey Pines.